All right. I know what you're thinking. Listen, YouTube family, this is not a motivational video, but I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Christmas, it came, it went, it was great, it was beautiful, but now we're back to business and we're back to the last week of 2024. And my question for you is, what are you doing about 2025? What are your plans for 2025? And you don't need to tell me, but you need to tell yourself. I was already thinking about 2025, like the new year, resolutions yesterday on Christmas. My girl's like, could we just enjoy Christmas right now? I'm like, you know what I'm saying, right? Because the thing is, you got to start locking in. I said it once and I'll say it again. If you start off wrong, it's over, okay? And if you finish wrong, it's over just as well, just as much. So the question you got to be asking yourself is, are you going to finish wrong or are you going to finish strong? Are you going to start the year strong or are you going to start the year wrong? And it all comes down to who you're going to be, what habits you're going to have, what disciplines you're going to stick to, what your perspective is going to be, what's your routine going to be, what are your daily thoughts and emotions going to be determined by. Are you going to be a conscious creator of your life? Are you going to finally take control, or is it going to be just another year where it just came and went and you're in the same position, you're in the same boat, you're in the same spot financially as you were last year, relationships same as you were last year, job, business, growth, you're not doing anything, you're stagnant. Why? It's because we need to start the year strong, not wrong. So if you don't have a plan or any type of an idea, any type of vision going into the year, that's wrong. We need to get you aligned with who you're going to be. What type of person do you want to be? You can do anything through the creation and the mental faculties of that which you're capable of controlling. Called your reality, your thoughts, your feelings, your frequency, your vibration. This is your reality. You have to lock in. 2025 can be your year. 2025 can be the year that you take it to the next level if you decide, if you make a decision, if you truly show up every day, you do the work, you dedicate, you cut things off, you commit, and you put your time, your focus, your attention, and your energy towards it, that whatever it is that you want to be can become reality. The thoughts can materialize and manifest in the physical world, family. But what do you want to do going into the 2025? Who do you want to be? What will your life be like? What type of material things will you possess and attract or give? What type of changes will you be making on a global level, on a community level, like on a peer-to-peer level, to businesses, to the world? What will you be doing? What will you be bringing to the marketplace? You know what I mean? How will that change lives? How are you going to change lives? How are you going to behave? How are you going to feel? How are you going to see the world? How are you going to communicate? How are you going to make sure that 2025 is the year that you actually start to get that snowball going? Right? Are you going to start investing? Are you going to start taking some of your income and putting it into the stock brokerage? Are you going to stop letting that terrarium stop you? Are you going to stop letting the barrier of terror just stop, like the fear? Are you going to cut it off? Are you going to stop being afraid? Are you going to finally just be like, you know what? Take the risk. I'm taking the risk. Sometimes you are afraid to take the risk. You're just so comfortable where you're at. And where you're at is really where you want to be. Because if you didn't want to be there, you'd be doing something different about it. So subconsciously or on some level, you're exactly where you want to be, or at least where you deserve to be. Okay? And just sitting around being mentally just like thinking about things all the time is not going to be enough. You just working hard enough, more working harder is not going to be enough. You just praying and hoping for it, not going to be enough. You have to blend the mental, physical, and the spiritual world. These are the planes that we live and dictate our versions of reality based on. Okay? So you have to get the downloads. You have to tap into Christ consciousness. You have to tap into infinite intelligence, like Napoleon Hill says in Think and Grow Rich. Right? Like Bob Proctor says. right? Once we have these mental faculties in order, we're operating from a different paradigm. Your paradigm is how you see the world. Your paradigm is how you see the world. And your paradigm is this, essentially, it's a combination. It's a web of, your experiences, your beliefs, your ideologies, your thoughts, your feelings, your perspectives, and your patterns. And that's what your paradigm is. And you can change that. That's what your life is. It's like, think about this. We all wake up and we see the same world, ultimately, depending where you are geographically. Obviously, that's different. But you see the world as you are. Everybody sees the world differently. That's interesting if you really think about it. Your reality is just a matter of what you're telling yourself, the thoughts that you have on a regular basis. That's what you see, that you think, that's what you perceive, that's what you interpret, that's what you then digest, and then you make meaning and define meaning to. That's your reality. So it comes down to who and how do you need to be in a way that aligns with who you want to be, right? What would the best version of you be doing? How would they spend their day? How would they react to certain things? How would they respond to certain things? How would they navigate certain things? How would they handle certain things, right? You can't just be the same person going into 2025 because you've been all year. Unless you're on an upward trajectory, well, I would encourage you to, obviously stay the same, but you can still improve. But you might be in a completely just down and out situation. You might be stuck, stagnant completely. You might be having, the worst things, like you're broke, you can't figure out how to get it, get ahead, and your money's like in non-existence. You got a couple of dollars in your bank account, you're negative, you're overdrafted, you got bills piling up, you got the electric bill, you got the gas bill, you got rent, you got your car payment, your car's getting repossessed, landlord's at your door, freaking debit card and collectors are all calling you, credit cards are all calling you, banks are calling you, you got your taxes coming up, you don't know what's going on with your taxes, you got gas, you got groceries, you got the kids, you got all these things going on, trying to take your energy, your focus, your money. But you have to understand that as long as you see that as a problem, it'll be a problem. See, around here, we don't have problems. We have opportunities, we have challenges, and we overcome these opportunities and challenges, and we take them on because we know that God doesn't put us through anything that we can't handle. So on your journey, your day-to-day journey, understand that you're dealing with whatever you need to deal with because it's meant for you to deal with. So deal with it. Find peace with it. It's not going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think these people who are operating at the highest levels, the Drakes and the Michael Jordans and the Oprahs or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Whoever you want to call them. Do you think that their life is just easy? Nah, dude, they show up every day. You know what I'm saying? They show up every day. The Grant Cardones. You know what I'm saying? The Lori Grinders, whoever, dude, Shark Tank, entrepreneurs, everybody. Do you think anybody who wants anything should expect things to be just super easy? Now, yes, we want to be able to tap into the laws of abundance, the laws of ease and grace, right? The laws of flow. But at the same time, you probably underestimate what it's really going to require. Like the sacrifices you're going to need to make, the things that you're going to need to do, the things that you're going to need to stop doing, the things that are going to be either making or breaking your situation. So that takes time, that takes assessment, that takes, reflection, that takes silence and clarity to find out. So I encourage you to take some time on your own. Take some time to really discover and find out who you are and who you want to be and how you want to become that person and how you want your world to look. Because I promise you can do it and you can have it. It's all achievable. Your life can change very rapidly, very quickly. Your life can change really quickly. You can't have fear, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to take those risks without getting afraid. Even if you are afraid, even if you have, you know, some uncertainty, you're like, I don't know if I can do this, how to go for it. That's a sign that you're heading in the right direction, dude. You cannot be playing it safe if you really want to win the game. If you really want to win, you're gonna do whatever it takes. You're gonna do whatever it takes. The Warren Buffetts, Bill Gates, whoever you want to call, man. You know what I'm saying? Elon Musk, Donald Trump, all these people, they've all taken massive risks. They've had massive success, they've had massive failure, but they never stop. That's the one thing. They never stop, and they never stop believing. They never stop conceiving and going for it. Like, if Elon Musk is still waking up every day trying to figure out how to improve and get better and get richer, how could you not be? Dude's half of